Greetings everyone, welcome to the channel. In this Season 27 Diablo 3 build guide video, we're going to be taking a look at the 900 sub-special build that I made that is applicable for all classes, but today we're going to be taking a look at it on the Demon Hunter. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into this build guide. So I am changing the ways that I do these build guide videos. I'm only going to briefly showcase the gear, briefly go over skills, briefly touch on Paragon, very briefly go over the detailed stats, and then obviously wrap the video up with some gameplay. So we are using the Bow of the Lost Warlord as our main weapon here. It is infused with 2 soul shards and the Gem of Ease, and it is dealing 9,338,804 damage per second. And it is sanctified with the Vengeance Sanctified Affix for the Demon Hunter. The first piece of gear for this special 900 sub special set is the Leoric's Gauntlets. These are pretty decent. They have main stats for both strength, dexterity, intelligence, and vitality, which is pretty nice. Other than that, though, it has a Season 25 Soul Shard. Killing an elite enemy reduces all your active cooldowns by 5 seconds. Pretty awesome. Moving on, we have a Ps4 promo. Oh, sorry, yeah, to mention, this is a PS3 promo. This is a Ps4 promo, the Infernal Pauldrons. Pretty much identical to that other piece of gear, though, so let's just move on to the chest. This is from patch 2.1.0, the Mantle of the Radim. Pretty dope, level 1 Primal Ancient Set chest armor. For the helm, this is also from that patch 2.1.0, Conqueror's Shaco. You know, it's stacked on there with 18 additional affixes thanks to the 3 soul shards we socketed in there. So yeah, it's got a bunch of Season 25 soul shard affixes on here. If you do want to try it out, make sure you check these out because they do provide a big difference in your overall gameplay. For the amulet right here, this is the PvP amulet buffing all main stats. You're getting percent damage to all skills for all classes, which is pretty cool. It's even got the Demon Hunter, or sorry, got Demon Hunter. It's got the Witch Doctor stuff on there as well. Other than that, though, it does have 6 additional Season 25 Soul Shard affixes on here, and then the Legendary Gem bonuses, so pretty cool. For the bracers, I really tried to find a cool and unique bracer that you can't really find while farming in the game. I couldn't find any, so we went with the Nemesis bracers because of the legendary bonus. Shrines and pylons will spawn an enemy champion. Perfect when you want to push GR150s with your friends. For the offhand, this is a legendary quiver, the Hunter's Longbox. This one I've never ever seen in all of my time playing Diablo, but we sanctified this as well for the Strafe Sanctified Affix. For ring number 1, this is the 1 billion physical skill damage ring. Not too much to talk about on this ring right here. It does have 35% chance to inflict bleed for regular damage and weapon damage, both over 5 seconds, and chance to deal 144% area damage on hit. The second ring is the man, I'm all over the place today. I apologize, guys. It is the test ring 516 for immortality, so you're never ever going to die while wearing this. You get increased move speed after both killing a lead pack and picking up a health globe, which is pretty nice. For the boots, we have the Conqueror's Sabatoons. These are also from patch 2.1.0. Pretty decent. Never ever seen them all my time farming, and I've been playing this game for a really long time. For the pants, I really tried to look in the editor for a unique pair of pants that you rarely ever see. I couldn't find any, so I went with one that I barely ever use, the Hexing Pants of Mr. Yang. The legendary bonus on this reads your resource generation and damage is increased by 25% while moving and decreased by 20% while standing still. Pretty much good on all classes. I can't think of a single class where you're just going to stand there and deal damage. You're pretty much going to be moving in the entire time while dealing damage, so that's why we chose that. For the belt, same story here. I looked and I looked and I looked. Couldn't really find anything too unique that, you can't find. So we just went with this one because of the legendary bonus that allows you to throw a nearby dagger at enemies for 650% weapon damage as physical. That allows you to really take advantage of the 1 billion physical skill damage ring. Moving on to skills. For the X ability, in the archery skill tree, we're picking up multi-shot with the rune full broadside. R2 main damage dealing attack, we're picking up strafe in that archery skill tree with the rune drifting shadow. Square ability in the devices skill tree, we're picking up vengeance with the rune side cannons. Triangle ability in the defensive skill tree, we're picking up shadow power with the rune shadow glide. Circle ability again in that defensive skill tree, we're picking up smoke screen with the rune displacement. R1 for that mobility skill in the hunting skill tree, we're picking up vault with the rune action shot. Passives are as follows. Man, I put the wrong one on, man. I'm so sorry. Let's just put let's just put ambush on. Ambush, ballistics, hot pursuit, and perfectionist. Q powers being Liana's wings, Krem's buff belt, and the Stone of Jordan. The first two can be switch out to whatever you want, but I highly advise using the Stone and Jordan ring. Quickly touching on Paragon, every single point into Vitality. For the offense stuff, focus on attack speed first. Defensive stuff, focus on life first. And utility, focus on area damage first. We don't have a follower with us, so let's just get on into the final numbers. So dexterity value is at 23,000, not too bad. Damage is at 39 billion, pretty low, but you'll see that it still works nonetheless. Damage increased by skills at -20, don't worry about that. Critical hit chance and critical damage both capped at their respective values. Physical, fire, lightning, cold, all at 1 billion. Cooldown reduction 99.95%. Damage reduction 94.88%, with our resistances being super high at 93% across the board. Bonus to gold/gold radius up for 100 yards. Hatred cost reduction and discipline cost reduction both at 99.77% and above. For the movement speed is at 25%. Gold fine 560%, magic item fine 150%, and bonus experience per kill set for 8,000. So with all of that gone over, let's go ahead and jump into a GR150 here so we can show this build in action. It is pretty fun. It does a lot of damage, and how you want to rock this, since it has both the Strafe Sanctified affix on there and the Vengeance Sanctified affix, is you want to keep casting Vengeance like pretty much like over and over and over again, kind of like a lunatic. But yeah, and then you want to make sure you cast your multi-shot every now and again, because the Strafe Sanctified affix will cast your last non-channeled hatred spending ability cast. So in this case, it's going to continuously cast multi-shot, which greatly increases the damage of our Strafe ability. Not saying Strafe doesn't really need a buff on its own, but yeah, and it's really awesome because you'll really only have to cast multi-shot once every single time you get into a new level of a greater rift. So like in this case, we're on level 3, so we just casted it again right at the beginning, and then you can pretty much just room and room around the rift, killing everything with ease. So we just hit a sub-minute run right there. This is probably the fastest. I know in the monk video we shot a couple of days ago, I believe it was on Friday or Saturday that video came out, we hit a sub-minute rift with that as well, but the Demon Hunter is also very potent with this build. I tried to make it applicable for all classes, and I think I really hit it on the head, man. Like, you can hit some literally crazy clear speeds using this build. So in this run, we're going to talk about a little bit more about how to rock this. Like I said, though, you want to activate your multi-shot right at the beginning of a rift. Other than that, though, you just want to keep casting your Vengeance, because that'll release homing rockets, and yeah, it does good damage. Other than that, though, you want to cast your Shadow Power and your Smokescreen ability to get increased movement speed. And then that's pretty much it. You just hold down your right trigger, your R2, and yeah, just deal massive damage. And if you need to get around the map a little bit quicker, you can use your vault ability, but don't use it too much though, because you will run out of discipline. Even with the discipline cost reduction and all of that being set to how it is, you'll still run low, and that's just because even with 99% resource cost reduction, there isn't very much resource generation, so you're only getting like 1 discipline per second. And yeah, if you do the math, you're gonna run out pretty quickly, because I think the max discipline right now is like at like 20 or something like that, so you're really only getting like, you know, a 20th of your pool of discipline per second. So yeah, just be careful using vault, but if you're really worried about it, you can probably take off Smokescreen or Shadow Power, and maybe, you know, put on like I always forget the name of it. I call it Perfectionist, I believe, or something like that. There's a passive as well that provides more discipline regeneration as well. So just think about using those if you do want to use Vault over and over again, you know, more rapidly. Other than that, though, it doesn't take too long to regen. So, and you don't really even need it using Strafe with Shadow Power and Smokescreen together. I mean, it's you move around pretty quickly. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Last run here. We're just gonna go for the fastest time that we can achieve and see how much we can really push this build. As you guys can see, having the lower damage, it's only at 29 billion. It still clears everything, and I mean everything in sight, and that's pretty crazy to me. I thought you had to at least have over 50 billion damage to be able to do GR150s, but looks like I was completely wrong, because yeah, we're flying through rifts and we have only 29 billion damage. So I might try to lower the damage number of all of our builds a little bit more, because obviously we don't need to have 500 billion damage if 29 billion seems to be doing just fine. So we'll see here. I might push out another update. Right now I'm currently working on our non-seasonal builds. I'm trying to get the non-seasonal save updated, and that way we can continue updating our non-seasonal builds. That's why I've been coming out with a lot of seasonal builds here lately, and it's just because I've been continuously working on the non-seasonal side of things. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to hit a sub-minute run on this one, but that's okay though. That's why I like doing 3 runs back to back, so you guys can kind of get a general idea for how this build will perform if you guys decide to try it out on your own. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely let me know your thoughts and feedback down in the comment section down below. And if you're looking for any of the gear shown in this video, it is being given away for absolutely free. All you need to do is hit that link in the description, sign up for Discord if you're not already a member. Once you land in Discord, you are going to need to do a couple things. You are going to need to assign yourself a role. We have a welcome message that will auto-generate when you join Discord. Just follow the guide on there to help you get sorted. After that, you're going to want to make your way to the file downloads channel. Either select the 20k Paragon variant or the no Paragon variant. They are exactly identical. They're 1-to-1. The only thing that's going to change is the EXP value and the Paragon value. But you will need either a jailbroken PS4 or Save Wizard to re-sign the save for your account. But if you don't have any of that, don't worry. We have a giveaway going on right now for 1 free save re-sign for the seasonal hybrid save. So thank you all for watching, man. And if you're new here and you like the content style of these videos, maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button, as I'd love to have you in our community, and we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So again, thank you all for watching. I really hope to catch you all in a future video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and last but not least, stay gaming, my friends. Lion Gaming Crew, signing out.